My son draws the same person in every picture. Yesterday, that person knocked on our door. My 6-year-old son Alex has always been artistic. Every day after school, he sits at our kitchen table with his big box of crayons and draws for hours. But for the past 3 months, every single picture has featured the same mysterious woman. Long dark hair pulled back in a ponytail, bright green eyes, always wearing the same red winter jacket. Sometimes she's standing by a tree in what looks like a park, sometimes sitting alone on a bench, sometimes just her face filling the entire page. I asked Alex who she was countless times and he'd always give me the same answer. Just a lady I made up in my head, Dad. I figured it was completely normal for kids to have imaginary friends or recurring characters in their artwork. My ex-wife used to draw the same horse over and over when she was Alex's age, but something about these particular drawings felt different somehow. The level of detail was incredible for a 6-year-old child. The woman's face was always perfectly proportioned, always featuring the exact same facial features, like Alex was drawing from memory rather than pure imagination. I asked his teacher, Mrs. Garcia, if Alex drew this mysterious woman at school too. She confirmed he did, constantly, during art time and free drawing periods. She'd asked him about it multiple times, but he'd given her the identical answer. Just pretend. But Mrs. Garcia mentioned something that really stuck with me. She said Alex always drew the woman watching something, like she was observing from a distance, never participating. Last Tuesday night, I found Alex in his bedroom at almost midnight, wide awake and drawing by his desk lamp. The same woman again, but this time she was standing outside a house that looked exactly like ours, complete with our blue front door and the distinctive oak tree in our yard. I asked Alex why he wasn't sleeping, and he said he'd had a vivid dream about the lady and needed to draw it before he forgot the details. Wednesday afternoon, our neighbor Rita mentioned seeing Alex talking animatedly to someone by our back fence after school. When she looked more closely, no one was there. Alex was just standing by himself near the gate, having what appeared to be a full conversation with empty air, nodding and responding to unheard questions. Thursday, Alex's drawings changed in a way that made me uncomfortable. The woman was progressively closer to our house in each new picture. First standing by our mailbox, then on our front walkway, then on our porch steps, then looking directly through what was clearly our living room window. The progression was subtle, but absolutely unmistakable. Friday afternoon, Alex came home from school acting completely different, much more quiet than usual, kept looking out our front window like he was expecting someone to arrive. When I asked if everything was okay at school, he just nodded silently and went straight back to his drawings. Saturday morning, I woke up early and found Alex's newest artwork taped to the refrigerator. The woman was standing directly at our front door with her hand raised like she was about to knock. The detail was so incredibly precise I could see the individual buttons on her red jacket and the small bird pin on her lapel. Saturday evening at exactly 6:30, someone knocked on our front door. I looked through the peephole and felt my blood turn to ice water. Standing on our front porch was the exact woman from Alex's drawings. Same dark hair in a ponytail, same bright green eyes, same red winter jacket, everything down to the silver earrings Alex had somehow captured perfectly in crayon. I told Alex firmly to stay in his room and approached the door with my phone ready. The woman knocked again, 3 deliberate taps, and then spoke in a voice that made my stomach drop. "I know you're there, Michael. We need to talk about Alex." I've been waiting for the right time to explain. I'd heard that voice before, but couldn't place where. "Who are you?" I called through the door. "My name is Sarah. I used to take care of Alex before you moved here, before you changed his name." Alex appeared behind me, and when he saw her through the window, his face went white. "She found us, Dad." And that's when I realized what Alex had been trying to warn me about.